Thorpe Road runs from Foundry Bridge to Harvey Lane, but as we shall see, it hasn't always been that way at either end. Beginning at Harvey Lane, the name Thorpe Road used to continue eastwards as far as Thunder Lane before becoming Yarmouth Road. But we'll begin from this point and head into the city, beginning on the corner of Harvey Lane, which currently looks like this, but used to look like this. This building is called Oak Lodge, and the name lives on in these homes. The first junction on the right hand side of Thorpe Road is Stanley Avenue, and I find it very surprising that this 1956 map shows Stanley Avenue as the main route to Thorpe Road rather than Harvey Lane. At the bottom of Stanley Avenue, looking right into Thorpe Road, looks like this, the housing across the road known as the Deans. But as with Oak Lodge earlier, this name recalls an earlier building on the site which had been named the Deans. Next to this was Gibson's Motor Engineers. The view in 2022 looking like this. What is that note attached to the fence? Frogs-Hall Lane is a name seldom seen even on old maps. It leads from Thorpe Road down towards the direction of the railway line. The red building at the bottom of Frogs-Hall Lane was the Cremorne Gardens pub, also known as the Cremorne Pleasure Gardens and Gymnasium Ground. This pub closed in 1909. Back up on Thorpe Road next to Frogs-Hall Lane was the Redan, named after Sir Charles Ashe Wyndham, who led an attack against Russian fortifications known as the Redan in the Crimean War. The pub closed in 1998 and became the Canton Chinese restaurant. Further along is the Fat Cat and Canary, with its mural of respected Norwich manager Daniel Farker. The pub was previously known as the Mustard Pot, but began life in 1851 as the East End Retreat. This building was the office of the Eastern Counties Omnibus Company, built in 1931 and seen here for the Silver Jubilee in 1935. Today's view shows additional accommodation to the west added in 1971. Cremorne Lane to the left leads round to the site of the former pub that we saw earlier. Further along the road splits, with Thorpe Road, which we will follow, to the right. This is the 1934 view of the same junction. This is the current view of 116 to 118 Thorpe Road, followed by the view 33 years ago in 1989. Bussey's Thorpe Road depot has recently closed, but if we venture back in time, here is a Model T Ford parked outside. When this photo was taken in 1985, this was Thorpe Road Methodist Church, dating from 1901, but it closed shortly afterwards and was converted to offices, now named Jonathan Scott Hall, Jonathan Scott being a minister in the area. At this point, the original road to Norwich followed the road to the right, now Rotary Road, entering the city at Bishop Bridge. The remainder of Thorpe Road is a straight line constructed around 1811 to meet the then new Foundry Bridge. Although this old map is very blurred, this part of the road was known as Foundry Bridge Road until the late 19th century. The Coach and Horses seen here in 1990 was originally built in 1811 at the same time as Foundry Bridge and this part of the road. The 2022 view looks like this. Opposite is the Royal Mail, which replaced a number of older houses, probably around the 1960s. Next to the Royal Mail is Aylwin Hall, seen here in 1935 and here in 2022. Behind this building, Aylwin Hall was also the name of the Railway Social Club on Lower Clarence Road, seen here in, shall we say, a state of disrepair. Old Library Mews and Old Library Woods recall, you've guessed it, an old library formerly on this site. This is Thorpe Branch Library and the library headquarters in 1953. Next door, this is Kingswood House at number 22 in 1989, followed by the present day view. So as we approach the end of Thorpe Road, I have a question for you to ponder, which I'll answer at the end of the video. Here is a crowd of Norwich people on the corner of Thorpe Road. What are they waiting for? Answer to follow shortly. Before that, a few other memories. This was number 10, now Pizza Oro. This is Thorpe Station in 1955, and in 1999 this is the arrival of the Flying Scotsman. The restaurant that is now Gem had previously been Prezzo's, and before that Sassy's, a Chinese restaurant, and the Automobile Association. Which brings us back to these people. What were they waiting for? A tram? No, this was the 1950s. Trams had long gone. Believe it or not, they were waiting to see these elephants being led through the city to a circus.